Hi, I'm Caroline Thompson, the Science Librarian at UWF. This tutorial is a brief guide to finding journal articles on a topic in nursing. As you learned in the introductory tutorials, you would begin at the library homepage, library.uwf.edu. And remember, if you're working from home, don't forget to log in with your ArgoNet name and password at the Connect to Resources from Off-Campus link. Although we can access databases many different ways from the homepage, I'm going to use the research guide approach. The research guides provide information about resources in many subjects taught at UWF, including nursing. The Nursing Research Guide pulls up a guide that has many tabs. The Introduction tab has some videos on how to get started. The other tabs lead you to specific types of resources like articles, evidence-based practice, books, and websites. The Articles tab includes all of the databases that are most relevant for nursing. As you can see, the first database listed is called CINAHL Plus with full text. CINAHL stands for Cumulative Index to Nursing and Allied Health Literature, and as you can see in the definition, it includes almost 3,000 nursing and allied health journals, and almost a quarter of them are available in full text. You'll also notice that there's an entire tab that provides information about how to search CINAHL. You can use this tab to review the steps to searching this database, although the rest of this tutorial is going to focus on how to search CINAHL. You can access CINAHL Plus with full text simply by clicking on the link. You'll get to a search screen that will allow you to put in your terms as keywords, or, preferably, you might want to use the CINAHL headings. Let's say we're doing a paper on heart attack victims and healthcare. If we browse the term in the headings list, we'll see immediately that heart attacks is not the medical term, that myocardial infarction would be the more appropriate term. If we click on that term, we'll see all the narrower terms that would be included in the search unless we wanted to specifically isolate some of the narrower terms. By clicking on Search Database, we can immediately add myocardial infarction as a major heading in CINAHL full text and get a list of results. Well, 27,169 is a lot to read. I think I would be advised to add another topic to my search. My original idea was heart attack victims and healthcare, so maybe the care or the patient care aspect of the search needs to be added in here. I'm going to go back to the CINAHL headings list to see what kinds of options I've got. Patient care leads to quite a few options. I like the sound of patient-centered care. If I'm not really sure what that is, I can certainly read the scope note, which tells me that it's care that's organized around the needs and priorities of the patient. That sounds good. If I add that to the database, I see that again I get a lot of results. However, it's only searching the patient-centered care. The myocardial infarction results are gone. Fortunately, every time CINAHL conducts a search, it records it in search history. Search history has our earlier set of myocardial infarction. I simply click on Set 1, Search with and it will link that with the patient-centered care set. There are 44 results. So after taking these very large sets and combining them, I've certainly reduced the number that I would have to look at. You'll notice that on the left side of the screen there are other ways to limit. One is by date, so we could certainly go from 2003 to 2013 to get the latest 10 years. That limits our search a few more. If we click on Show More, we'll see that other limiters are available: English language, subject being human, and so forth. One that I really think is a good one to click on is peer-reviewed. That way, you'll only get academic scholarly articles that are peer-reviewed by experts. That leaves us with 21 results, which is a very manageable set. Now let's look at our results. First, we'll notice that they are listed by relevance, although I could change that if I like. Each reference has the name of the article. If I click on the name of the article, I'll get the full record, and we'll look at one of these. The article title, the name of the author, the name of the journal, as well as the volume, page, and date are all included, and this information is important for citing your article. You can click on Cite to see examples of the types of citation styles that are available, like APA, Harvard, MLA, etc. You might want to copy and paste these examples so that you'll have all the information you need for your bibliography. You'll notice that the record includes the major and minor subjects that best describe what this article is about. You can certainly use these headings in future searches to get more articles that would be relevant. On the left, you'll see that you can find this article in full text simply by clicking on the PDF link. This link may be saved, printed, or emailed. Fortunately, the first few articles are available full text, but number 5 doesn't seem to have a PDF link. We can click on Find It, and that will lead us to the other 300 databases that we own, and hopefully in some of these there would be a full text link. In this case, we have one, and it takes us out to the SAGE journals, and there is the full text of the article that again we can print or download. No library has the resources to subscribe to every journal, so once in a while you'll find articles that we don't have full text versions for. In the case of the 6th one, for example, if we click on Find It, there are no links to full text versions. We can request the item through Interlibrary Loan. Interlibrary Loan is a free service that will allow us to obtain books and journals that are not owned by UWF. You'll notice that the article request form is already filled out for us, and all we have to do is submit the request. So that's the process for finding articles in CINAHL. To recap, you basically find the right headings using the CINAHL headings, you combine them using the search history, you limit them using all the limiters and filters that are available, and then you look at each record to see if it relates to what you're researching, and you can follow up clicking on the full text links or the Find It to get the materials from other databases. Interlibrary Loan is also an option if we don't own the articles that you need. And remember, there's a CINAHL tab that goes over all these steps and gives you other information about searching CINAHL on the research guide for nursing. As always, if you have any questions about finding articles or any other research issue, please contact me by phone or email.